Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans, from a cool and overcast Brisbane. Okay, the video that I've attached here is very, very interesting, and I'll tell you why. But first of all, a shout out to Vanessa. Thank you for drawing this to my attention. The video is about what is going on in California in the USA, and comparisons are now being made to the apartheid era South Africa and what is going on in California, USA today. And it's all to do with the illegal migration from areas like Mexico into California. And I was in Los Angeles about only a couple of months ago, and I witnessed firsthand what they're talking about in this video. There's clearly two types of wealth or poverty in California. You've got the very wealthy, you've got beautiful homes, you've got a very small middle class, and then you've got a huge amount of poverty. And the poverty tends to be the illegal immigrants who've come in. And rather like in the old days, and I guess it still happens in South Africa, but I don't think it's much, we used to have what we called house servants or domestics who used to go and clean the house, cook the food and stuff like that. Africans who used to do that sort of work. In California, they have the same thing now, but the domestics are the illegal immigrants who the very wealthy bring in, and they do their gardens and they cook the food and whatever. So it's a very similar, parallel type system that's actually appearing in California, America. And this video very clearly demonstrates that this is a fact. And now there are concerns that California is going to go down the same road as South Africa. All right, enjoy the video, and remember to subscribe to be kept informed, and have a great evening. Bye for now.
And as leftist politicians continue to defend illegal immigration right here in the U.S., some are looking to South Africa as evidence of the devastating effects of mass migration. One America's Christian Rose has that story.
South Africa's policies of white genocide reveal the negative long-term effects of uncontrolled mass migration for other societies, including Israel and the U.S. state of California. In the recent years, both Israel and California have faced accusations of apartheid amid a massive influx of culturally alien migrants and the restricted access of the latter to jobs, housing and other benefits.
White supremacists relating to white supremacists in Netanyahu's government. You got white nationalists relating to white nationalists in Israel. And we are standing here together to say, down with racism, down with the apartheid Zionist state.
According to a study from the UCLA Chicano Studies Research Center, California is practicing political apartheid against its growing non-citizen population, suggesting illegal aliens must be given full citizenship rights in the Golden State. The results of which are obvious in present-day South Africa in the form of farm attacks and land grabs against white Afrikaners.
And is literally incepted out of protecting white colonizers from Native Americans and black enslaved people, that the police are inherently doing its job because it is rooted in racism and violence.
South Africa's apartheid system existed under the rule of White Afrikaner National Party between 1948 and 1990 and was aimed at controlling the skyrocketing non-white population in cities established by European colonists. South Africa's black majority formed as a result of late 19th century mass migration encouraged by the Afrikaners at the time in order to fill menial job vacancies at the gold and diamond mines in the vicinity of the city of Johannesburg. Eventually, migrant population outnumbered the Afrikaner descendants of 17th century European settlers, followed by the rise and fall of apartheid and the present-day demise of South Africa.
As everybody now believes that the two-state solution is the right one for Israel and Palestine, that a 9 or 10 state solution is the right solution for South Africa.
California has drawn criticism for its enormous polarization of income, with Democrat machine politics encouraging a segregation between high-income gated communities and ghetto areas, many of which are formed by illegal aliens mired in violent and drug-related crime. Illegal aliens also work in the low-productivity services economy run by Democrat-affiliated coastal elites, hence the accusations of apartheid against entire California.
There was a desire for them to come and to work at wages that some considered subpar. We are complicit in this behavior. We wanted to come, who've done us no harm, who've worked hard in our kitchens, who worked hard cleaning our homes.
Most recently, South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa attacked the Afrikaner flag and national anthem, Die Stem, for, as he put it, being the symbols of hatred and racial oppression. This is highly reminiscent of the leftist attacks against the US national flag and anthem, epitomized by the NFL kneelings and anti-police activism of groups like Black Lives Matter. Far-left politics blames the white people and the European colonial legacy for social injustices and inequality, yet the latter two are in reality a product of the left's very own policies of low-skilled mass migration and tax crackdown on the middle class.
As a matter of fact, I would make the assertion that there's almost no middle class in this state anymore. There's the very wealthy and there's the very poor.
At this point, white Afrikaners seek asylum in Australia, Europe and the US, whilst California's middle class is fleeing for Texas, Florida and other states. In this light, President Trump's call for ending low-skilled mass migration and boosting border security is deemed the ultimate answer to the existential challenge posed to the European civilization by the far-left globalist elites.
If you don't have a wall system, we're not going to have a country.